Well, the Trump administration is beginning rollbacks on an Obama-era initiative for healthier school lunches. The Obama administration's policies, accompanied by Michelle Obama's Let's Move campaign, pushed for lower-calorie meals, and one consequence was fewer sales of milk between 2011 and 2015. And now the Trump administration wants to bring the dairy industry back to the table. But that could mean more fat, sugar, and salt in children's diets. Bloomberg took a look at the new rules in a story that's called Big Dairy is about to flood America's school lunches with milk. Joining me now from Chicago, co-author of that article, Lydia Mulvany. She's a food and agriculture reporter at Bloomberg. So, Lydia, before we get to the changes that have been implemented by the Trump administration, remind us again, what did President Obama's administration do and how did they change school lunches and how was it received?
Yeah, so First Lady Michelle Obama's signature initiative was to make school lunches healthier, and with that came, rules to make for there to be less sodium in food, more whole grains. Kids had to take a vegetable or a fruit, and also chocolate milk was to be fat-free. So those were the main rules, and schools had to really overhaul what they were doing to meet a lot of them.
So, Lydia, what did now the Secretary of Agriculture, Sonny Perdue, do to ease those Obama-era restrictions, and what does it mean for the dairy industry?
Yeah, so one of the first things that happened when the Trump administration moved in and took over was that they relaxed these Obama-era rules. And so very early on in the Trump administration, the Agriculture Secretary, Perdue, announced a relaxation of the rules. And basically, saying that there could be, more enriched grains, so less whole grains. Chocolate milk could have some fat in it, and also sodium targets would be wouldn't be as extreme. And that's really helpful for the dairy industry. Obviously, the chocolate milk part of it is directly tied to the dairy industry. Like they say that children don't drink as much milk if it's not flavored, and they really like that extra fat. They like the taste of it. The industry had complained that they had lost a lot of milk drinkers that way. And also the sodium targets are really helpful for, like cheese has a lot of sodium in it.
Yeah, no, it certainly does. But, Americans are, it's proven, drinking less milk than ever before. In 2018, the American Medical Association actually recommended that U.S. call meat and dairy optional in the next set of dietary guidelines. Is that the case? And why are these changes being made?
Well, people are drinking a lot less milk. And that's just, changes, with, consumer tastes. And actually the dairy industry today is really struggling right now. A lot of farmers are not making a profit. Milk prices are really low. So it's a hard time for the dairy industry.
Yeah. Lydia Mulvany, a fascinating story. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate your time.
Thanks so much for having me.